I don't think I've been tagged more in a single video than this one right here. I saw it like right when it dropped, and then for like days, maybe a full week after, you guys continued to tell me to watch this. This is literally one of the greatest flag meme videos possibly of all time. The current versus the contender. It's slowly evolving. It's slowly evolving into the most powerful flag of all. Ohio. The Ohio invasion is happening, and it starts in June. June, this is the month where finally it becomes all Ohio. Things are all starting to make so much more sense now. I love how there's been like an equal amount of Ohio propaganda, and meanwhile also an Ohio slander coalition has started to build up. I'm still confused exactly how this became our biggest meme state. The light bulb was invented in 1879. People in 1878 who had a good idea. No wonder they were doing so many dumb things throughout history. Anyone who had a good idea would immediately receive third-degree burns on their scalp. How do we know if this animal is poisonous? Meanwhile, the animal. Yeah, certain venomous species out here were celebrating Pride Month way before all the companies were doing it. They was doing it before it was cool. I love that they're using one of the most famous landmarks in Australia to describe poisonous animals. It's like too perfect. Cars 1 with a villain that's just an obnoxious a-hole. Cars 2 with a villain that straight up mass murders cars by blowing up their engines. Hires a German scientist car to point cameras at race cars and blows them up, and then traps Maters and his two friends in Big Bentley and ties them to a deadly gear. Cars 3 with a villain that beat McQueen in a race. It's almost as if one was way more evil than the others. How dare this one not have manners. Pixar deletes Toy Story 2 by mistake before release. That one employee who had saved the movie to her computer. This is literally one of my favorite movie history memes. I love how back in the day you could just accidentally delete a feature-length film. Like if they were to never save this, would Mickey Mouse himself come out and just guillotine all of the Pixar staff? She wants to be treated like a queen. Me with French ancestors. Oh, don't you worry about that. I have just the thing for you. The British celebrating their immortal monarch and her ability to grant 4-day-long weekends. This is a secret power that she has that not enough people talk about. Like, yeah, she can live forever. That's cool. But what's even cooler is that she can just make any day a day where you don't have to go to work. I know you still might have a grudge on the US, but just please take us back. Me normal days, I don't care about the monarchy. Me when I get 2 days off work because of the Queen. You want the British Empire to come back? Do this way more often. Watch as all these countries begin worshiping the crown again. Why do Brits speak English and American language rather than speaking some European language? Question mark. Talk about most intelligent Quora submitter. This guy's going places. How to promote video games. Grand Theft Auto making it fun to play. Cyberpunk hiring Keanu Reeves to promote it. Or there's War Thunder that just leaks classified military files. Gotta admit, that is the ultimate marketing strategy there. I guess an in-game vehicle didn't work the way it does in real life, so they just decided to release some totally secret documents to try to get it more realistic. This man's social credit score is never gonna recover. Good morning, China. Today we celebrate nothing, because nothing happened on this day 33 years ago. Yeah, a certain event that took place in June 1989, where basically at Tiananmen Square, any other company during Pride Month versus Chick-fil-A during Pride Month. Oh yeah, they are being weirdly really quiet, aren't they? I've got the ultimate test. Oh, this is severely lacking colors. I think the meme is confirmed. Then again, you shouldn't really do it unless you're repping the ultimate pride flag of 2022. This is the newly released version 1.1671. Oh yeah, it's Morbin time. Rise of the Tamagotchi kids. Virtual children that will play with you, cuddle you, and even look like you will be commonplace in 50 years. And it could even help combat overpopulation, AI experts say. Ah, sweet. Man-made horrors beyond my comprehension. This is definitely never going to be allowed in Japan, seeing as they have the opposite problem of overpopulation. Yet did Japan themselves come up with this? Shinzo Abe is not going to be happy. I never had a Tamagotchi, but I know that literally every other girl did at kindergarten, and I'm pretty sure they all died. Not the girls. I mean the Tamagotchi, whatever. Titanic, I was the first movie to gross $1 billion. Avatar, I was the first to gross 2. Morbius, the first movie to flop twice. I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say I don't think it was a terrible idea. I actually would have thought that a lot of people would have gone to see it too. I mean, at the very least, wouldn't you want to see this moment in theaters? Marvel fans in the year 2097, when they realize they need to watch over 300 movies and TV shows to understand why Spider-Man eats cereal on Monday. I don't know how you guys do it. I really don't. I can watch like one TV show a year and that's enough for me. Sound subtitles, normally size sound subtitles in Stranger Things. Ominous, sinister, wet, slouching, gurgling sounds. And this was the only show I will probably watch all year. I was pretty indifferent about most of the seasons, but this latest one was pretty good. When you're watching a war movie and some guy starts talking about his family and about how he can't wait to go back home to marry his sweetheart. No, wait. He literally has 3.2 seconds before he gets sniped. That's why it's so hard to watch war movies sometimes. People seeing the Universal Studios logo orbiting the Earth. Yeah, I got pretty tired of it. I just try not to even look at the sky anymore. It just gives me too much anxiety. I just know one day the V is just gonna collapse and probably take out all of Venezuela, but we're just gonna have to deal with it. Italians win full versus Italians win hungry. That's why the food in Italy has to be so good. The moment they become dissatisfied, they immediately get transported to Hungarian territory. German companies that existed before 1945. We were bad, but now we're good. Yeah, wait a second. Where's Hugo Boss at? I think they should be included. North Koreans, when their supreme leader dies. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is the original meme of this GIF that I saw first. This is exactly what they have to do. Vikings, when they named an island covered 90% in ice, Greenland. And then don't forget they named the island that is a lot more green, Iceland. That is like the cherry on top. It is an epic prank, but like, what's crazier is that we still haven't changed it. We're just like, whatever, go with it. It's like a 1,000-year tradition at this point. When you're from Europe and you lose an argument against an American, at least I have healthcare, LMAO. There's actually another thing they like to keep in their back pocket, but I can't talk about it here. Middle school, high school, university, plagiarism is unacceptable. Meanwhile, work, specifically programmers, man, I stole your code. It's not my code. Yeah, plagiarism is a lot more common in real life. I guess they just have to like set you out, start you like, hey, don't do it, but also, meh, I mean, if you want to. Media in the 90s, OMG, AI is gonna take over everything. That AI today, ooh, playing a tic-tac-toe match with one of these, I don't even know what bot this is. Oh, you're in for it, buddy. Oh, genius. I love how the bot, like, thought about it for a second. Look at the pause he takes here. The longest pause yet. And then he's, oh, boom, got him. Person who stopped gambling versus person who keeps on gambling. This meme was brought to you by the Casino Association of Las Vegas. Ah, yes, what a great lesson to learn. It was probably also brought to us by loot box gaming companies, too. My immune system against deadly viruses versus my immune system against trees and flowers. I literally sneezed 30 times in a row. Yet be able to recover from a previous night before where I just like utterly ruined my immune system. Friend, can you share your hotspot? I have to download an image. Me, okay, but only one image. The image that literally keeps on zooming in. We've got a fish. We have Doctor Who, Star Wars, the moon. Sus! Wow, kind of sussy now. This image, a little sussy. Another fish? This person really likes fishes. Diglett. Adventure Time? I think, is that Godzilla? Wait, next flag? Ukraine? Pickle Rick? What is going on? Small brain? Wow, Mike Wazowski. Did you catch the Rick roll too? Yeah, this person's never logging in my hotspot ever again. Johnny Depp celebrating the court's ruling with a mega pint. I'm pretty sure this is like literally going to be a part of our dialect now. I've just been going to places asking for mega pints. BTS has seized the US government. South Korea has won. I actually had to like make sure this image was real. I did not believe it was real. Yet I am still very confused about all of it. His Twitter account with weird video game ads. Not exactly sure why Crash Bandicoot is a Vietnam vet, but that does explain a lot. He does do pretty good in these jungles, like, you know, moving through traps and, well, he does have to worry about the Vietnam pits.
Why isn't it possible? It's just not. Why?
Yeah, it's weird how the mask would get you through most things, yet you didn't have invincibility to falling? How does that make any sense? Why isn't it possible? The hospitality spectrum. We have Sweden, let the guests starve, versus Brazil, force the guests to eat. This is why all Brazilians should go to Sweden and all Swedes should go to Brazil. An unstoppable force meets an immovable object. When I grow up, I will be an amazing and cool person. Meanwhile, me, at the age of 30. That's what Courage the Cowardly Dog was actually worried about the entire time. He was worried about growing up because he knew this would be his future. And that is truly what is most terrifying. Boys, after using the 50-cent Walmart Zero Nutrient Shampoo, literally the most glorious mane you've ever seen in your life. Y'all still use shampoo? So, are you like gay or something? What pride flag is that, she asks. It's the ultimate pride flag. It's the OG. Wish we went back to that. I love how popular this comic has become. There's so many great renditions of it. Can you scratch my back? Yeah, where? Australia. Wow. You know what? If anyone was gonna do this sort of thing, it probably would be me. Maybe for like 10 million subscribers, I'll get a world map tattoo. It does make it way easier to show different spots, especially like with all of our geography knowledge. I'm gonna go to the doctor and say, hey, can we remove the mole on India back there? For some reason, there's a knot that's been taking over all of UK and France as of recently. I imagine you do this, but your tattoo artist isn't like an expert in geography. He like forgets New Zealand, and then forever I'm just like stuck without New Zealand, the guy that does the New Zealand meme jokes. Grandma bought me some Vans for my birthday. Oh yeah, these were what they wore back in her day, and all the guys were real cool with them. I wish I had a pair. Posting anything after 11 p.m. knowing the success of the post is in the Europeans' hands. This is how I feel when I used to release like videos at 3 a.m. sometimes. I don't really do that anymore, but maybe I will, just to put it in the hands of everyone in the Eastern Hemisphere. Please just watch and subscribe. And big thanks to the patrons. My name's Joe Biden. I love being Joe Biden. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the Catfish. Drew's Argentinian grandpa. Fatnuts. aPhatNarwhal.
Barnsky W.
bringbackpolandball.
LuxembourgLover.
Cowboys 83.
Jakov Bruney.
Marco Hindera.
Max Cooper.
Ortin
Philipp
5610.
RF. Robert E.
RyeThePie.
The Mexican 760.
Why am I doing this?
William the Conqueror.
And Syverud.